This shoe is bananas. Portland-based rapper Aminé has had a pretty strong cult following among hip-hop fans ever since his huge debut single in 2016, Caroline. He's now gotten his first ever sneaker collab, and in this video I'll be reviewing the Aminé New Balance 610. So the sneakers first released on the 22nd of August on Club Banana, which is Aminé's website. It released via raffle. And then we saw a worldwide release on August the 25th at New Balance and a few other retailers. However, I have to say that the stock on these was extremely limited. Shout out to Escape Notify, my sneaker Discord group, for the notification, and I was able to get these for retail. The link to join Escape, in case you guys are interested, is in the description. You won't have to join the wait list if you use that link. The retail price on these was $160 or 150 euros. But as you'll see in this video, there are so many details on the sneaker that definitely, in my opinion, make this well worth the price. So let's talk about Aminé for a second, because not only am I a fan of the sneaker, I'm definitely a pretty big Aminé fan as well. He's had several hits, but my favorite work from his has been his most recent album, a collab album with Kaytranada called Kaytramine, which is still, as of now, my favorite album period to drop this year. I have had that on repeat ever since the moment it dropped, and he's been rocking New Balance for a while. The brand finally noticed it and reached out to him for a potential collab, and when he was deciding which was the sneaker that best represented him, he decided to go with the 610 because it was a good representation of his hometown, Portland, Oregon, a city that is well known for its outdoorsy vibe and beautiful hiking trails. The 610, of course, originally being a hiking sneaker, was the perfect choice. Now, this model has definitely been getting a lot of push from New Balance this year. We've seen a lot of very nice colorways and also some pretty high profile collabs, such as with Joe Fresh Goods. I have to say, when I first took these out the box, I was very impressed by what Aminé was able to do with this shoe. The amount of detail in this is just insane. Starting off with the box. So the entire theme of this sneaker has to do with bananas. I'll explain a little bit why later. But looking at this box, you can clearly see the inspiration comes from banana crates. You have a bunch of cool images on the box, including this one that says "No one likes a hot banana." You got Aminé's signature as well as the New Balance logo right in the middle. And now getting into the shoes. Now, on first impression, yeah, this is definitely a very loud sneaker. Predominantly the colors used are yellow, black, and brown, but it's a colorway that I have to say surprisingly works really well. And if you didn't already guess, the inspiration for this entire colorway comes from bananas. Now let us get into all of the different details of the sneaker, starting off with the materials used on the brown sections. You'll notice a very unusual material here. Yes, that is in fact patent leather, not something you ever see on a New Balance. And Aminé mentioned in an interview that he chose this material for that very reason. It's just not something you typically see on New Balances, and he really wanted to do something different with the shoe. Originally, he actually had suede on the sneaker, but then changed it to patent leather. You also get mesh panels on this sneaker, on the tongue and the toe box and some other side panels. And that is different than your regular 610s where you have that ripstop nylon instead. And the mesh panels here are clearly inspired by bananas. It almost looks like little bananas all over the mesh. And if you're wondering what's up with all these bananas, man, the song that made Aminé famous was Caroline, and in that music video, he had mentioned in an interview that his budget for making that video was very small, so he borrowed his friend's car, got himself a bunch of bananas, put it at the back of the car to have that visual effect, and that video really took off. It's now got over 300 million views. So bananas have always had that special meaning for Aminé, and he even named his brand after the fruit. He also added this very cool little detail here. It looks like a snow globe where the 610 logo is, and inside that snow globe you got this floating banana. Now that is one cool little detail. Haven't seen that on any New Balance before. The inspiration for that actually came from the Dada Spreewell, which was Aminé's favorite sneaker growing up, a sneaker that actually had spinning rims on it. He also wanted his sneaker to have a feature that really no other sneaker has, and that snow globe, I have to admit, looks pretty cool. You also get these iridescent panels all over the sneaker. You can actually see your reflection in these panels, and it has somewhat of a green gold color. The tongue of the sneaker is also quite interesting. It's got a picture of a banana and also a few instructions of how to store these sneakers. You also get two different colored insoles. The right insole is brown and the left one is done in yellow, and initially I thought that my yellow left insole was damaged, but it's actually meant to look like that on purpose to show how bananas brown over time. On the back of the midsole you also have this yellow panel which features some black dots. Once again, you guessed it, inspired by a banana. And the laces that come with this pair, you get these hiking style bungee laces, and these come with a lace toggle system, which are quite different than your regular 610s, which just come with normal laces that you tie like any other shoe. You also get these two pull tabs at the back, and one of them you can actually open and then put them through the other pull tab, so then you can kind of hold your shoes up like this, or just, you know, hold them over your back like that. Now, when it comes to comfort with the 610s, if you're used to, you know, very comfortable sneakers like most New Balances are, like the 990s or even the 2002s, you're not going to find that same level of comfort with the 610. They were originally intended to be a hiking sneaker, so it isn't the softest cushioning out there, just something to keep in mind. And for sizing on these fit me just like pretty much the 990s and the 2002s, and pretty much any other New Balance sneaker fits me. Personally, I go true to size in all my New Balance shoes, and I also fit pretty good true to size in these with a little bit of room in the toe box area, but I am comfortable with that amount of room because when I go down half a size, I just feel like the shoes are a bit tight on me. But I also go true to size, like I said, in 990s and 2002s, and a lot of people I know say that they prefer to go half a size down in those sneakers, and if you do, then I suggest going half a size down in the 610s as well. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference, to be honest, so if you are, you know, in between sizes and one is way more expensive than the other, just go for the cheapest one. Because when looking at resale prices of the sneaker, yeah, these, like I said, were quite limited, so it reflects in the resale price. Most sizes are going for well over double what the retail was. The 610s aren't the most popular sneaker, so it's hard to tell whether these prices are gonna start going up really fast or not. This colorway too is not everyone's favorite. It's not the most wearable color, so if I were to predict, I think prices are probably gonna just stay in this range for a while. As always, I will leave a StockX affiliate link in the description so you guys can cop. Something interesting about the marketing of the sneaker, so the main headline read, "A kid from Portland finally got a sneaker," which made me think whether or not that was a shot at Nike, considering Aminé is from the same city that Nike is based out of and they never gave him a collab, but I'm just speculating. Overall, I'm very impressed with the Aminé 610s and the amount of detail that went into this shoe. Aminé wanted to do something really different that not only represented him, but also represented where he's from. And I think he did a pretty amazing job, and we can safely say that this is one of the wildest New Balance sneakers we've seen this year, but in a good way. Even though I wouldn't say the 610 is my favorite sneaker, I definitely highly rate these. But let me know, of course, in the comments, what do you guys think about this shoe? And also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you are, because I'm dropping content like this every single week for pretty much every sneaker you can think of. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and also give me a follow on my Instagram. I'm very, very active there. The links are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting this channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.